Welcome to Class 7 Mathematics, Chapter 5, Lines and Angles. Here I am going to discuss exercise 5.1, questions 7 to 14. In this exercise, question number 9 and 10, I have drawn the figure for each subdivision, but it is not compulsory to draw for each and every subpart. Only once you have to draw the figure, it is enough. Now let's move to our first question. Our first question is question number 7. Can two angles be supplementary if both of them are acute, obtuse and right angle? First we can answer, can two angles be supplementary if both of them are acute? What about, is it possible two acute angle will become supplementary? Yes, acute angle means less than 90 degree. So suppose that we can take two angles of 89 degree. If we are adding, the sum is never equal to 180 degree. For supplementary angle means what? The sum of measures of two angles equal to 180 degree, then that angles are said to be supplementary angles. So acute angles, two acute angles cannot be supplementary. Next is, two obtuse angle become supplementary or not? Suppose that the smallest obtuse angle is 91 degree. What is meant by obtuse angle? The angle which is greater than 90 degree and less than 180 degree. So we can choose two smallest obtuse angles. Suppose that we are taking 91. If we are adding 91 plus 91, it is greater than 180 degree. So we can conclude that two obtuse angle also not forming supplementary angles. If two angles are obtuse means more than 90 degree, suppose you can take it as 91, then two angles cannot be supplementary because their sum is always more than 180. Next is, two angles be right angle, then it will form supplementary or not. Right angle means 90 degree angles, hence they will form supplementary angles because their sum will be always equal to 180 degree. That is 90 plus 90 equal to 180, hence two right angles form supplementary. Our next question, question number 8. An angle is greater than 45 degree. Is its complementary angle greater than 45 degree or equal to 45 degree or less than 45 degree? Before answering this question, you remember what is meant by complementary angle. Two angles are said to be complementary if their sum is equal to 90 degree. Here it is given one angle is greater than 45. Suppose we can take it as 46. Then what about the complementary angle? It will be less than 45 only. If one angle is greater than 45, then the complementary angle is less than 45 degree. For example, let the angle greater than 45 is 46 degree. Hence the complementary angle is 44 degree, which is less than 45 degree. Next, question number 9. In the adjoining figure, is angle 1 adjacent to angle 2? First of all, you recall what is meant by adjacent angles. Do you remember what is meant by adjacent angle? Two angles are said to be adjacent if they have, there are three conditions. The first one is common vertex. Second one, they have a common arm. And the third condition is the non-common arms lie on both sides of the common arm. If the given angle is satisfying these three conditions, then it will be adjacent angle. Other shortcut is there. What is that one? The two angles will lie on both sides of the common arm. Then easily we can say that it is adjacent angle. Look at the figure. It is written angle 1 is marked by red color and angle 2 is marked by green color. Which is the common arm for both these angles? OC is the common arm. The angle 1 and angle 2 lies both sides of the common arm OC. So from the figure itself we can say that the given angles are adjacent angles. Now we can see how to write the steps. Angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2. Yes, angle 1 is adjacent to angle 2. Write down the reasons. Why? Since they have a common vertex O, common arm OC, and the non-common arms OA and OE lie on both sides of the common arm OC. Second part, is angle AOC adjacent to angle AOE? AOE is the smaller angle represented by the red color in the figure. Similarly, AOE is the bigger angle, that is angle 1 plus angle 2 will make angle AOE. It is represented by green color. Look at the figure. From the figure, what do you understand? Both angles are, angle 2 is overlapping angle 1. That means what? These two angles are not adjacent. Now we can see how to write the steps. Angle AOC is not adjacent to angle AOE. Since they have a common vertex, that condition is satisfied. Common arm OA, not OC. Don't think that the common arm is the middle arm. It's not like that, which is common to both the angles, that is called common arm. Here the common arm is OA. But the non-common arms OC and OE lie on the same side of the common arm OA. Actually, to become adjacent angle, the non-common arms will lie both sides of common arm. But here the non-common arms lie on the same side of common arm. Hence the given angles are not adjacent angles. Next question. Do angle COE and angle EOD form a linear pair? Before going to solve, just recall what is meant by linear pair. Two angles are said to be linear pair if they have, here also three condition is there. First two are same as adjacent angle. That is, first one common vertex, second one common arm, and the third one non-common arms form a straight line, or the non-common arms form opposite rays. Non-common arms will make opposite rays, then such pair of angles are said to be linear pair. Now look at the figure. Angle COE is represented by red color and angle EOD is represented by using green color. Look at the figure. You can see from the figure angle 2 is angle COE and 3 plus 4 is angle EOD. Both will form a straight line. Hence, we can say that the given pair of angle is a linear pair of angles. Now we can see how to write the steps. Yes, angle COE and angle EOD form a linear pair since they have a common vertex O, common arm OE, the non-common arms OC and OD are opposite rays, means they form a straight line. Hence, the given pair of angles are linear pair. Our next question, are angle BOD and angle DOA supplementary? What is meant by supplementary angles? The two angles are said to be supplementary if the sum is 180 degree. Look at the figure, which two angles are given. That is, angle BOD is represented by green color and angle DOA is represented by red color. Are they supplementary or not? While observing the figure, it is understood that they are supplementary. Why? Because the given two angles form a linear pair. These two angles are on the straight line, that is why it is linear pair. And you know that the angles in a linear pair is supplementary. That is 180 degree. Now we can see how to write the answer. Yes, angle BOD and angle DOA are supplementary since they form a linear pair. Next question, is angle 1 vertically opposite to angle 4? Look at the figure carefully. Angle 1 and 4 is marked by red color. So what about angle 1 and 4? The two lines AB and CD intersect at the point O, and angle 1 is vertically opposite to angle 4. So our question, yes, angle 1 is vertically opposite to angle 4. Next part, what is the vertically opposite angle of angle 5? When two lines are intersecting, two pairs of vertically opposite angles are formed. Here angle 1 and angle 4 are one pair of vertically opposite angles. So what about the other pair of vertically opposite angles? Look at the figure carefully. It is represented by purple color. So the other vertically opposite angles are angle AOD and angle BOC. So here our question is vertically opposite angle of angle 5. Angle 5 means angle AOD. So we can write down the vertically opposite angle of angle 5, that is AOD, is angle BOC or angle COB. That means angle 2 plus angle 3. So the vertically opposite angle of angle 5 is angle COB. Indicate which pairs of angles are vertically opposite angles and linear pair. First we can answer which pair of angles are vertically opposite angles. Angle 1 and angle 4 is one pair of vertically opposite angles. Observe the figure, it is marked with a red color. Similarly, another pair of vertically opposite angle is represented by angle 5 and angle 2 plus 3. That is shown by purple color. You can see it carefully. See it clearly from the figure. Angle 5, the vertically opposite angle of angle 5 is angle 2 plus 3. Second part, which pairs are linear pairs? That is angle 4 and angle 5, that is one pair of linear pair. Angle 1 and angle 5, that is the another pair of linear pair of angles. Next, question number 11. In the following figure, is angle 1 adjacent to angle 2? Give reasons. While looking at the figure, we understood that they are not adjacent angles. Why? Because the first condition of adjacent angle itself is not satisfying here. What is the first condition? They have a common vertex. Here angle 1 and angle 2 are not having a common vertex. Hence the given angles are not adjacent angles. Question number 12. Find the values of angles x, y and z in the given figure. First figure is given. One angle 55 degree is given. So from the figure it is understood the opposite, vertically opposite angle of 55 degree is x. Hence the value of x is 55 degree. Next we can see that 55 plus y equal to 180 degree because they form a linear pair. Or you can write x plus y equal to 180 degree because they form a linear pair. Hence you can substitute the value of x. So 55 plus y equal to 180 degree or y equal to 180 minus 55 equal to 125. Now we got the values of angle x and y. What about angle z? Angle y and angle z are vertically opposite angles. Hence angle z equal to 125 degree. Hence the measure of angles are angle x equal to 55 degree, angle y equal to 125 degree and angle z equal to 125 degree. Second part, here also we can find the values of x, y and z. What about angle 40 and z? Look at the figure and tell. What about angle 40 and angle z? They are vertically opposite angles. Their measures are equal. Hence angle z equal to 40 degree. Now what about y plus z or 40 plus y? Both forms a linear pair. So we can write y plus z equal to 180 degree. That is y plus 40 equal to 180 degree or y equal to 180 minus 40 equal to 140 degree. So we got angle y also. Next we can find angle x. Now 40 plus angle x plus 25 degree equal to 180 degree. This is angles on a straight line. Children, if more than two angles is coming on a line, you can write angles on a straight line only. Look at the figure. If y and z only is there, then we can write it form a linear pair because only two angles are there. It is lie on a straight line, so it form a linear pair. Don't write here the reason as linear pair because here there is three angle. So you must write down angles on a straight line. Or 65 plus x equal to 180 degree or x equal to 180 minus 65 equal to 115 degree. Or angle y and x plus 25 make opposite angles. We don't know x. Y we already found 140 degree. So we can compare x plus 25 equal to 140 degree. From that equation also you can solve x. Then also you will get 115 degree only. Hence angle x equal to 115 degree, angle y equal to 140 degree and z equal to 40 degree. Next, question number 13, fill in the blanks. If two angles are complementary, then the sum of their measures is dash. Complementary angle means sum will be 90 degree. Second, if two angles are supplementary, then the sum of their measures is, supplementary means straight angle, the measure will be 180 degree. Third question, two angles forming a linear pair are supplementary. Fourth question, if two adjacent angles are supplementary, they form a dash. They form a linear pair. Fifth one, if two lines intersect at a point, then the vertically opposite angles are always equal. If two lines intersect at a point and if one pair of vertically opposite angles are acute angles, then the other pair of vertically opposite angles are dash. One is acute, then the other pair of vertically opposite angles will be obtuse angles. Now the last question of this exercise, question number 14. In the adjoining figure, name the following pairs of angles. We can answer the first one, obtuse vertically opposite angles. We studied that two lines are intersecting, two pairs of vertically opposite angles will form, out of which one pair of vertically opposite angles will be acute angles and the other should be obtuse angle. So from the figure we can pick out obtuse vertically opposite angles. Which are they? Look at the figure and tell. Yes, that is angle AOD and angle BOC are vertically obtuse vertically angles. Second one, adjacent complementary angles. Two condition we have to check it here. Both angles should be adjacent and the sum must be 90 degree. Which pairs are here? Angle AOB and angle AOE, or that is same as angle EOA and angle AOB. Both are adjacent complementary angles. Next one, equal supplementary angles. Supplementary angles means sum will be 180 degree. Equal supplementary angles we found in the question earlier, I think question number 5. Equal supplementary angle will come 90 degree. So pick out such angles from this question. Yes, that is angle BOE and angle EOD. That is same as angle EOB and EOD. Next one, unequal supplementary angles. It should be, sum should be 180 degree, but it should be unequal. Which pairs are there? Angle EOA and angle EOC form unequal supplementary angles. Fifth one, adjacent angles that do not form a linear pair. Look at the figure and you can pick out which are the adjacent angle not forming linear pairs. The first one is angle AOB and angle AOE. And the second pair is angle AOE and angle EOD. And the third pair is angle EOD and angle DOC. All these pairs are adjacent angles that do not form a linear pair. Children, there is a small notice here. You have to write down in the CW. That is, linear pair of angles are always adjacent angles, but adjacent angles are not necessary to be linear pair. And we have completed exercise 5.1. 5.1 is about pairs of angles. Hope that you understood it properly. We will come back again with the pairs of lines in the next class. Okay, thank you.